Hello, friends. I am Anne. Welcome to your mat. For everybody who's been here before, welcome back. And if this is your first class with me, I am so happy that you have found this platform to practice on. Today's practice is going to be a little bit based around if you're just beginning in your yoga journey. However, if you are a seasoned practitioner, this is also for you. You know how that goes. But I have had a few requests from people to kind of do a entry level yoga class. So that's what I wanted to offer to you today. And with that being said, you don't need any props. However, if you do have blocks or a bolster or a strap, that can be really handy. All right, so let's get started in a seated meditation. So when you're starting in a seated meditation, you can sit on a cushion or a block. If you have tight hips, that will really help you kind of be able to sustain this longer. Something I like to mention is that we want to have our heels lined up with the center of our body. We don't want to have our feet tucked under our legs because it's harder to sit like this longer. So over time, your hips open up more and your heels kind of line up and your feet are just stacked. So hips, foot, foot. Okay? And that takes time. Like everything takes time. Our bodies are different, so nothing's going to look perfect. And I do really encourage you to feel these poses instead of looking in a mirror. Don't be so hard on yourself and just take it easy. All right, so we start in a seated meditation. Turn your palms down for grounding. Bring your thumb to touch your index finger in Gyan Mudra to help just tap into our inner wisdom. Close your eyes and take a couple breaths. Arrive fully to your practice. You made it here. You made time for yourself. And that truly, my friend, is sometimes the hardest part. Start to deepen your breath and feel your breath, your prana, your life force move through your body, energizing and waking up every individual cell that makes up you. Start to move your breath down into your belly, taking time to scan the body and just feel what body you have come to your mat with today without any judgment. And really, maybe for the first time ever, feel your breath moving in and out, ebbing and flowing like the ocean waves lapping up on shore. Move your breath through your nose, closing the lips but separating the teeth. Softening the muscles in your face. And in your mind, just say to yourself, I have arrived. This practice is a journey. There is always something to learn every single time you come to your mat. We want to try to create a little space between our thoughts. And you might have an idea of what you think yoga is, but yoga is probably many more things than what you are thinking. It's your breath, it's your awareness, it's your energy body, it's your physical body. And everybody is able to practice some form of yoga. So if you have any I can'ts or I'm not able to's coming up in your mind, that's a wall between you and your practice. Just slowly start to remove the bricks from that wall until you have an open door for your journey ahead. Set an intention for yourself today. It could be just one single word, like happiness, joy, calm, focus, or it might be something specific you want to put out there to the universe. Once you have your intention, repeat it a couple times in a row so you can really deeply feel that intention. Take a really big breath in through your nose and sigh it out. Again, deep breath in. Let it go. One more time. Deep breath in. Let it go. Blink your eyes open. Switch the crossing of your legs. At any time, you can stretch your legs out if you're not used to sitting like this, okay? We're going to do one more little thing here before we really move in our body. So we're going to take 3 rounds of alternate nostril breathing. And this is going to help to just calm everything, balance the sides of our brains, and bring us right into this moment. So take your right peace fingers, touch it at your third eye. You'll use your thumb and your ring finger respectively. And if you need to, you can pull your cheek over if you have tight sinuses. You can always visualize breathing through the nose and breathe through the mouth if you just can't breathe through the nose today for whatever reason, okay? So eyes open or closed, your choice. Close off your right nostril and inhale through the left for 2, 3, 4. Pause and hold both shut. 2, 3, 4. Exhale right side. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. Hold both shut. Exhale left. That symbolizes 1 round. Let's go again. Inhale left. Hold both shut. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. Final round. Inhale left. Hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. Let your hand rest down. Just pause for a moment. Really feel the effects in your mind, your body. And I don't know about you, but I literally just feel right? This wash of relaxation wash over my body when I do that. Let's stretch our legs out. Okay, reach your feet out in front of you. That feels so good. We're going to use this pose as a benchmark just to see how we're doing today. So reach your arms up, flex your toes back, pull the pinky toe side of your foot back even more, and then lengthen towards your feet. Okay, you can grab your feet, you can grab the mat, you can grab your shins, rock one side to side. And once you do that, just kind of lengthen a little bit out of your waist and then come back in maybe slightly deeper. And don't be hard on yourself. This is literally where, when people are new to the practice, many people say, I'm just not flexible, or, so if you just had that kind of mark happen in your mind, that is the type of stuff that you just kind of have to set that to the side while this practice goes on. I have a new client, and we had 3 practices together this week, and it was his very first yoga class, and he said yesterday on his 3rd class, I already feel so much different, which was such an awesome thing to hear. So you can take the same class over and over again, or you can explore different types of practices, whatever works for you, okay, to get yourself started. Come on up. We are going to go right back into crossing the legs. If you were on a cushion before, try to be on your butt. And if you need to, stretch your legs out into a big wide open V if your knees hurt here. Hands hold the knees or the thighs. You inhale, draw your heart across your right thigh. Sweep forward through your chest. Exhale, big circle around the back. Tucking belly towards the back. We're moving into Sufi rolls, just starting to loosen up our spine, our hips, our shoulders, our neck. I like doing this with the eyes closed. You can also gaze towards the ground in front of your shins. We're creating our first moving meditation here, allowing ourselves to really tune into all the sensations that our body has. And I always find it so special that we really can feel things here. We're taking a moment to shut off everything that's going to distract us and just tune in. Move at your own speed here. The only two things you need to think about are your breath and keeping the movement going. Okay, everything else can wait until we're done. Next time you come around, switch directions of your movement. If your body needs to switch the crossing of the legs, you can also do that. Intuitively go in and let your intuition tell you how to move here. There is no right or wrong way to do this. Nobody looks exactly like another person when they practice yoga. Keep that in mind. There's so many images out there on social media of what quote unquote yoga is, but it can be many, many, many other things, okay? And it's really not about what it looks like. It's about what it makes you feel like at the end of the day. Start to make your circles smaller, winding up to a taller, stiller spine. Ooh, that feels so good. Once you get there, take your hands behind your back, interweave your fingers, open up your chest. If you were a really tight person, you could have a strap between your hands here. And then just really nice and slow, move your head around, stretching into your neck and shoulders. I also like this practice just for like the first thing of the day, easing into your body. I don't know about you, but I wake up some days like literally like I was hit by a car, just this soreness when I get out of bed. So if you have the chance to do a practice in the morning, it's so beneficial. Chin to chest, release your hands out in front of you and then roll your wrists. I like to mention that the hands that touch all the things through the day, go in the opposite weird direction that doesn't feel quite right. We need to take care of those hands, especially if you're on the computer or on your phone a lot. You're working with your hands. Good. Now you take your fingers and bring them to the mat in front of your shins and open your palms. Make a little slight bend in your elbows. And you might not be able to get your hands flat. I definitely can't. But just opening up the forearms, giving some love to the wrists. Good. And then take the backs of your hands together and spread your fingers out and then drop the elbows down. Just get the wrists to loosen up. If you are newer to this practice, we're on our hands a lot, so your wrists have to build the strength, okay? It does take time, but it happens. Shake out your hands. One more. I love this one. Press your hands out to the sides. Really flex your wrists up. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. Press with the heel of your hand. And I don't know about you, but I already feel this immense stretch. Like, why is this so hard? Okay, from here, we're going to curl down through our pinky finger, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, thumb, and then wrist down. Good. Flare your hands. Press again. Oof. Pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb, wrist down. And we do that one more time. Press your hands. Pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb, wrist down. Good. Shake out your wrists and make your way onto your hands and your knees. If you have very tender knees, I encourage you to have a blanket rolled up under your knees or any sort of cushioning that you might have available. Okay, spread your fingers nice and wide here. Hug your shins down, and with your in-breath, melt your heart. Gaze forward. Lift your chin as far as the neck says okay to. Smile across your collarbones. Let your belly hang low. Exhale, round your spine, but also really press into your fingers, dome into your upper back, pull your belly button up and in, get lots of space going in your body. Inhale again, melting the heart, gazing forward and through, smiling through the collarbones. Exhale, rounding spine, press through your finger pads, let everything get spacious. Inhale, melting your heart. Your spine is going to be so happy today. Exhale, round your back. Last two. Inhale. And round through your back. Good. One more time. Inhale. And round. Find neutral, hips towards heels. Set back into your first child's pose. If you have very tender knees and you have to avoid this pose, you can try one thing first. You would take a blanket, roll it up, or a towel and place it right behind your knees, and that might help you sit back. So you can try that. Otherwise, our forehead connects to the ground. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Draw your triceps down. And breathe into your back and just allow yourself to get grounded here. Child's pose can be done many different ways, but in general, our arms stay active. If you need to, you can completely release the effort. But just for today's purposes, press into your palms, press into your finger pads, and keep the forearms and elbows off the mat. So you're actually staying a little bit active. And you can use this as a resting pose and just completely collapse into it at any time during your practice if you need just a break, okay? Lift up enough so you can walk your hands to the right. Place your right hand off of your yoga space, your left hand on top. Lengthen through the left arm, and then let your hips kind of pull back to the left and breathe into your side body. And I always laugh here because if you haven't practiced yoga, and you're just getting on your journey and you're not really young, you're in the middle of your life, sometimes it's like you've never felt your body like this before. It can be quite mind-blowing experience. And I, after 20 years of practicing or even more, I still feel that like awe of how good it feels to open up my body and to find strength as well. Walk your hands across to the left. Let's just switch sides. Right hand on top of left. Spread your fingers and then pull your hips back towards the right. I should mention your head's probably floating off the ground. Always sending your breath into the place that is talking to you the most. And just go into your body. Notice where you're stretching. How many different places. What feels kind of soft or light. Walk your hands back to center. Come up onto your hands and your knees. Let's take our right foot back, tuck the toes under and press back into the right heel, and just you can go back and forth and get into your toes, but also the sole of your foot, your calf. Popping is normal here. Good. Pause and lift your right foot up off the ground. Wrap the right hip down so you're not rolling your hip open, and reach to your heel. Push into your hands. Get really buoyant in your hands. You can do a couple of these almost shoulder push-ups. So you drop your chest down and then you lift up. Do that one more time. Drop your chest down. Feel the mobility in your shoulders. It's amazing. And then push back up and stay in the pushing. And if this is already challenging, stay here. Otherwise, rise up onto your left fingertips and or reach your left hand straight forward for a balancing cat pose. Pull the belly in. Try not to arch too much. It's not going to be perfect. Don't look in the mirror. Breathe into finding balance. And it's okay to fall. Stay here for another 3. I should say the most important thing is to breathe. 2 and 1. Lower your left hand down, lower your right toes down, and roll to the instep of your right foot. If you have ultra tight hips, swing your left foot back. Keep your left knee where it is. Otherwise, keep your foot where it is. And extend your right arm up and over your ear as you come into this really beautiful side stretch. It's also a version of a side plank. Looking down is helpful for balance. Looking out or up if your head or neck wants to do that. We're going to have the option to go a little deeper. Try picking your foot up. See what happens. It's okay to fall. Okay, if you want a little more challenge, you bend your lifted right leg and then reach your right hand back and catch the outside edge of your ankle. Try not to send your foot up. Keep your foot at the same height as your knee and your hip. Kicking your foot into your hand a little bit, maybe open your chest. The more you kick into your hand, the easier it actually is to balance. So when we have activation in a balancing pose, we can hold it a little easier. Good. Take another breath. And then release your hand and foot. We're going to have a fun transition already here. So we're going to bring our right foot all the way to the front of our mat. Maybe you were able to keep your right hand lifted. If not, that's okay. And then bring your right hand down and inch your left knee back. So you have a nice, good lunge. Front right knee over the ankle. You're on fingertips, or this is where 2 blocks up under your hands would be really helpful if you're a lot tighter in your hips. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. And exhale, shift back. Flex the right ankle back and fold. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, shift forward. Hips dip. Heart smiles open. Exhale, shift back and fold. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Good. Rebend your front knee. Ground down through your left palm. Right hand peels up, twist. Got these knot bangs, not long enough hair things happening. Sorry guys, I keep getting blinded. Good. Take another breath. If you want to go deeper, tuck your back toe and lift the back knee. Free the knee. Good. Take one more breath. Circle your right hand to the mat. Push into your palms and step back into your first down dog. And pedal your legs. Bend one knee then the next. So your hands are shoulder distance or wider. Your fingers are spread. You're using all of your knuckles to press down. So get your hands nice and flat. And kind of an easy way to think about this pose is you want your back to be flat. You don't want it to be arched, so you don't want to arch all the way back, and you also don't want to be rounded. Okay, so what do you have to do to create more space for your back? You might have to bend your knees here. And again, I'm not looking in a mirror, so it's like, you have to feel what's going on. Your head hangs between your arms, your gaze is kind of towards your feet, your heels are hidden behind your ankles, your feet are hips width or about 8 inches or so between your big toes. And over time, this feels like home. When you start your practice, it could feel very challenging. Okay, that's normal. Take another 3 breaths here. Let's just walk our hands to our feet. Bend to your knees. Hang your head. Shake your head no. Shake it yes. If you're comfortable, grab across for your opposite elbows. Hang, hang, hang. You can sway your torso gently side to side, only if that feels right. Maybe switching which form is on top to help your brain balance out. We always kind of do cross-legged the same way. We usually do a lot of things, always leading with one side of the body. So trying to find more balance. Pause in the center. Release your hands down and walk forward until you can lower your knees and come back to hands and knees. Nice job. Left leg reaches back. Tuck your toes under. Press back and forth and just stretch out your foot. We're starting again from the beginning. I'm feeling that nice release in the sole of your foot, your calf. Good. I want you to pause and lift up through your left leg. Try not to roll the hip open again, so you're lifting from the inner thigh, reach through the heel, and then if you're up for more, rise up onto your right fingers or even extend your right arm forward like you're shaking someone's hand here. Keep your left fingers spread nice and wide and don't sag into the left shoulder. Press into the hand, and you've got this. Finding already strength and balance. Looking straight down, don't look forward. You're doing it right, I promise. Over time, your pose might change because you're learning more about your body, but we just got to start somewhere. Take one more breath. Good. Lower down through your right hand, lowering your left toes to the ground, and then roll to the instep of the foot and extend your left arm up and over your ear again. Feel that really beautiful side stretch. Keep buoyancy in the bottom right shoulder. Couple things you don't want to do. You don't want to let your shoulder push to the left, or you don't want to sink into it and crowd your neck. If you're up for more, you hover your left foot about hip height, no higher. Keep looking at one spot with your eyes to help you balance. If you did it before, let's try again. Bend your lifted leg, reach back, catch the outer edge of your foot. If you can't quite catch the foot, you're just reaching towards it. It'll happen one day, I promise. Heart reaching forward. Make sure you're breathing and you're not just holding the breath. It's so natural to hold the breath when things get challenging. Take one more breath here. Without slingshotting the foot, release hand and foot. Try to keep your left hand lifted. Bring your left foot all the way forward to the front of your mat. Circle your left hand down. Grab your yoga blocks if you need them. Inch the right knee back and feel free to pad the knee if you need it, okay? You're either on your blocks or your fingertips, kind of tenting the fingers and strengthening the hands. Lengthen forward through your chest with your inhale. Exhale, shift back, fold over your front shin. Pull the toes back. Good. Inhale, rebend your front knee. Heart pulls forward. Nice. Shift back. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Rebend your front knee, ground down through the right palm. It can also be at that lowest level on a block, and then reach your left hand up towards the sky for your twist. Deepen your breath. If you are adding on, tuck your back toe and free your back knee by lifting it up. Always feels good after you've done a few poses on it. It's like it's the best relief in the world. Take one more breath here. Good. Circle your hand to the mat. Press back into your downward facing dog. And let's just right away walk our hands back to our feet. When you get there, bend your knees and ragdoll to a stand. Slow and controlled. Shrug your shoulders up, back, and down the back. For some of us, we've done more today than we've done in a really long time. So I don't want to exhaust you on this practice. I want to do a couple more things and then we're going to be done for today. And so my goal is to kind of do a handful of these same practices that will be different from each other so you can have a couple different ones to choose from when you're just beginning your journey, you know, and as you know, if you look at my list in library, I have a lot of different options on there, so it's hard to navigate. So I'll try to make it easy to find, okay? So we're going to reach our arms up towards the sky. At the top, you'll interlace your fingers with the steeple mudra, gluing your palms together. Lift up, 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 up through your arms. Strengthen your legs. Try not to twist or arch your body here as you lift up. Lengthen up and over towards the right. We're doing that side body lengthening that we did before. And then breathe. Don't hold your breath. Push down through your left foot to lengthen out through your hands even more. Try to keep your palms clasped together nice and tight through the heel of your hand. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, lift up, 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 and over towards the left. Glue the palms together. Feel grounded in your right foot. core is working. If you can't breathe, you've gone too deep in your body. Inhale, come back up. Elbows go out to the sides like a cactus shape. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. Open up your heart, lift your chin. You can arch back just a little if that feels good in your body. Beautiful. Reach up, 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 up. Kiss your palms. Exhale, fold forward. Let it go. Let your head drop heavy. With your in-breath, slide your hands up onto your shins, or if you have the flexibility, fingertips tap the mat. Exhale, surrender, fold in. Soft bend in your knees, ragdoll up. We're going to make a little flow here. Super simple. Shrug your shoulders up, back, and down the back. Exhale, you find Tadasana, your palms turn forward. Inhale, arms sweep up. Interweave your fingers, steeple mudra. Lengthen up through the center. Exhale, fold to the right. Nice side body stretch. Inhale through center. Use your core to move your torso. Exhale, fold to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, elbows wide, chest opens, throat opens, any amount. Inhale, reach up, get tall. Exhale, forward, fold, let it all go. Head releases down. Inhale, lift up halfway to a flat back. Exhale, surrender, fold in. Your knees are as bent as you need them to be. Slow ragdoll up. Shrug shoulders up, back, and down the back. Palms turn forward. Inhale, sweep your arms up. One more cycle through for fun. Lengthen up through the center and exhale, fold to the right. Inhale, center. I can always go deeper once I've done it once or twice. Exhale towards the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, elbows open, chest opens, throat opens. Reach up, inhale, and exhale, dive forward. Lift up halfway to a flat back and fold, walk into a plank pose. Your plank might have knees down, and breathe there. Push into the ground, pull the belly in, tone your legs. Find some strength. So you're not just holding it, but you're really activating. Take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, shoot your elbows back so they're going to brush your rib cage as you lower without arching your back to the earth. Beautiful. Walk your feet back here a little bit. Slide your hands in line with your chest. Lift your heart for a baby cobra. Elbows squeeze back and together. Feet stay grounded. Exhale, lower on down. Inhale, lifting up. Cobra, Bhujangasana. It's our Sanskrit. Exhale, lower. One more time, Cobra pose. And lower down. Press to your hands and your knees. Surrender back towards child's pose. And this time I want you to flip your palms to face up towards the sky. More of the surrendering position. Feel the gentleness of the practice in your body. Maybe it was a challenge for you. Maybe it was just super simple. I have no idea how your body felt. It doesn't matter for me if a practice is super challenging or super easy. I still get a lot out of it because you can go deeper on the easy stuff and make it more challenging for you. So we're going to roll up onto our knees and sit off onto one hip. Bring your feet around and in front of you. How are we doing? Are we doing okay? We're almost there for today. So left leg forward, right knee bends, right foot crosses over left. Flex your left ankle and press down through the leg. Grab a hold of your right knee, and then I want you to sit up. So you'll sit up and actually get like an inch or two taller. Lift through the back of the crown of the head, not the top, but you want your chin kind of in line with the center of your chest here and not lifted too high. Shoulder blades down the back. So you're pushing down through your sitting bones so your head can lift up taller. Just that is work, okay? Take a few breaths, just feeling anchored to the earth, supported, grounded. We all come for this practice for a different reason. But for me, it's always connection. Okay, wrap your left arm around your right leg. Move your right hand behind you. Root down again and then sit up tall. This is a really good stretch for your outer hip if you're tight. I'm always tight. I don't know. It's my body. My practice has changed a lot over the course of time. Sometimes the simple poses are the best ones. If you want to go deeper, I'm going to give you the option of bringing your elbow outside of the thigh. I like taking a Gyan Mudra through my left hand. Push into your left elbow, and so you see how I'm kind of rounded here, and then you're going to sit back up and rinse it out a little deeper. The looking over the back shoulder is a really nice option if it helps you feel good. If it feels like it's too tense, don't do it. The neck will tell you yes or no. This last little bit, just pull your belly button towards your spine, really helping to rinse out all of your organs. Give them a little hug. And gently release back to center. Take your right foot, place it to the inner left thigh. Reach your hands up. And then fold, reaching for your foot, your ankle, the mat. Keeping the back as flat as you can here. Surrendering into a little deeper stretch, hopefully, than at the beginning of practice as you are folding. Slightly different here. I feel much relief on the right side of my lower back when I do this. And also, of course, my hamstring and calf on my left leg. What you do not want to do is use your neck, your jaw, your shoulders, your face. Just let those things be at ease. Good. Round your spine, press down through your left leg to propel yourself back up. Kind of get a little massage along the way. Scoop the right knee in and then lengthen the right leg out, and we'll switch sides. Bend your left leg, cross it over the right. Hold on to the knee. Push down through the back of your right leg as you flex the ankle and lengthen up to the top of your head, and just hold that for a moment. It's incredible how much longer my spine feels. We're going to start to twist. Wrap your right arm around your left shin. Left hand behind you. Get kind of into the twist. You might have to move your belly around your thigh. And then root down through the leg and the sitting bones and lengthen up through the crown of your head. Starting to just feel the body letting go. Every pose has a purpose. And you always get the benefits of every pose, even if you don't know what the exact purpose is. Take your right elbow to the outer left thigh if you're choosing to go deeper, kind of getting in there, and then again extending through the spine. Finding your deepest expression today. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Unwind back to center. Move your left foot to your inner right thigh. Reach both arms up. Give a good stretch to the sky first. And then fold. Grab a hold of what you can. Keep your back pretty lengthened here as best you can. So really lengthening instead of rounding. You can always bend your right knee a little if there's just too much tension there. Send your breath to the places in your body that need it the most today. If this is the beginning of your yoga journey, I definitely recommend repeat the same class over and over. Come back to it often so you can start to feel and notice yourself going deeper into the practice, feeling more comfortable in each pose, kind of understanding each pose, and always feel free to write and ask me questions if you have them. I want to help if I can. Come on up slow. Press down through your right leg to round your spine and come on up. Scoop your left knee in. Bend both legs, anchor your feet, grab behind your thighs, sit up tall, and then tuck your tail and just massage your back, but use your core to roll down. Once you come down, stretch your arms above your head, stretch out through your feet. Big inhale, just finding some length. Big exhale. And then we're going to bring our knees in and wrap the hands on the shins and just rock side to side, massaging the back. Maybe making some circles with the knees. Always feels good. Circle around both directions. Good, and then just pause. Let your knees kind of come to your crooks of your elbows. Link your fingers together and then just kind of release the effort in the legs. And just hold this really gentle stretch. It's going to widen across your back. Get into your hips a little bit, but not too much. Help to flush out your digestive system and relax your nervous system. Feel the support of the ground below you. Feel your breath. Remember your intention. And be really happy and grateful we made it through this practice together. I'm always with you on this journey. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give a hug to your shins. A thank you for showing up today. Take a big breath in. Hold your breath at the top and through your mouth like you're sipping through a straw. Sip in a little extra air. And let it go. Like you're releasing a balloon. You just kind of deflate and open up. Stretch your feet out long. Reach your arms out to the sides. Turn your palms up. If you need some support, place a bolster or a blanket below your thighs. Close your eyes. Take a moment to just adjust and then find that space of stillness and dedicate to the still space. We're going to do Shavasana together today. Oftentimes I leave you at this place, but please stay on for this last just couple minutes where we allow our bodies to relax and soak in what we've done. In your mind, say to yourself, I am ready, I am willing, I am open to receive. I am ready, I am willing, I am open to receive. And gently just soften into your still space. Try your best not to move. Shavasana. the time to stay longer, please do. Otherwise, you start to deepen your breath and you wiggle your fingers and your toes, licking your lips, stretching the arms up and over the head, stretching the feet. Really gentle with your body, bending your knees one at a time. Just pause here for a moment. Remind yourself that you are not in a rush. Don't rush this part. Gently roll to your right side, laying on your upper right arm, and just pause there. Keep your eyes closed. Taking a breath or two to bring your intention back into your mind. There is a reason you came to this practice. I encourage you to honor the sacred space by keeping it quiet and without clutter of your phone, your extra devices, but rather a place where you can really drop in and just be with yourself. That is one of the hardest challenges of the world we are living in today. And it takes effort to detach and unplug. But when you do, you will receive and reap the benefits of the space you're giving yourself. Slowly press up to your seated meditation. If you can, try to keep your eyes closed along the whole journey from when you start Shavasana until you finish your meditation. Stay in that inner world. Let your hands rest on your thighs or your knees, palms turn up. Bring thumb to touch index finger today in Gyan Mudra. Look into the space behind your closed eyes, Chitakasha, sacred space. Do you see something there? I have heaps of gratitude that you are here practicing with me. If there is anything else I can do for you, drop a note in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new so we can do this again soon. Bringing your hands to your heart. Feeling gratitude for this practice, bowing inward and sealing our practice. May the divine in me greet and honor the divine in you. Namaste, my friend. I'm so happy you made it here today, and I do hope you continue on this journey. I will see you in another practice very soon. Again, I'm Anne. I will see you next time.